All right, music fans, welcome. Harmless Dave here on the Harmless Dave channel, talking about real stuff in real time for a few real people just like you and just like me. So, original REO Speedwagon frontman Terry Lutrell was in a car wreck on the way home from the REO Legacy event. It says here that Lutrell is recuperating in the hospital after wrecking his car on the way home Saturday night. According to the News Gazette, Terry Lutrell fell asleep at the wheel after getting little sleep following the band's performance at the State Farm Center. Lutrell said it just happened. I nodded off, I rolled the car over, and I woke up and I was in a cocoon of airbags. Unfortunately, it totaled the car. I was able to get up and get out of the car, he added. The airbag went off and cracked my sternum a little bit. I have a little back pain and some neck pain. It's nothing that can't be overcome. Well, that's a positive attitude from a guy who almost lost his life in a car wreck. Lutrell is currently recuperating at the Carl Foundation Hospital and is expected to spend a few days there. The event, which I've said was a little under promoted, but still, I guess, was pretty close to being a sellout, honoring the legacy of REO Speedwagon. A bunch of people left me comments saying it was horrible. Other people said it was great. Some people said the vocals weren't very good, and, on and on. At least it was closure for REO fans. I was supposed to talk to Terry Lutrell, who apparently had an accident prior to the event. Not a major accident, but he said he got banged up enough where he didn't want to do a video interview. So that's one of the reasons he and I did not talk prior to the event. Would have been kind of cool to have him on. I guess a lot of people think that REO is nothing without Kevin Cronin. This is what I've been told over and over again, and that I need to kind of shut up about stuff involving the guys who were there at the very beginning or the people who are not Kevin Cronin. So Kevin's out there with his band, the Kevin Cronin Band, and they were in Bend, Oregon the night of this event, and Kevin claims that they did this on purpose so he wasn't able to attend. Anyway, another edition of As the REO Turns, I guess, or As the Speedwagon Rolls. In this case, the Speedwagon is the car that Terry Lutrell was driving. So obviously we wish Terry well, a speedy recovery. I'm actually hoping that they do a couple of more of these events, but I don't think they're going to. That's my hunch. I think this was a one-off. It provides some closure for some hardcore REO fans. And the ones that aren't into the older REO stuff, they're basically saying that, who cares? I mean, I was into the REO stuff that Kevin Cronin was a part of, and that's the REO I know and love. And I kind of understand that, but this is the stuff that started it all. It's like the early Journey albums that apparently nobody likes, those first three albums. And you can say the same thing for, I don't know, the first 3 or 4 REO albums, even though there's stuff there that got to FM radio stations that didn't make the same impact as the Kevin Cronin years, obviously, and High Infidelity being really the peak of all of it. But the classic rock world in turmoil and fading away fast. This is probably another example, too, of maybe you don't go out late at night if that's not what you usually do. Or maybe take a limo, although who knows? I mean, I'm sure everything was on a tight budget, but I would have had someone drive Terry Lutrell home from the show, to and from. I mean, he deserves it, right? So that's just a little Monday morning quarterbacking here. But anyway, I hope Terry is doing well, and the rest of the guys who went to the event, hopefully we'll see them again doing something. That would be, I think, cool and keeping this band alive to some degree.